And we're all clear. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of this G1 Climax 34 special. I'm Ethan. This is Baker. I don't think we need an introduction at this point.
Nutmeg.
Oh, Nutmeg is here this week. How's she been doing?
Oh, needy as always.
They're all so needy. I had to kick Velvet out of the room before we started. I just can't do it. I don't even care if anyone's arrived here yet or not. It took everything in me not to just show you when we first connected for this. But I bought two things today that you and everyone else, look who we got here.
Oh, my God.
What emoji? Oh, I like that. How'd you get that emoji? Is that like a new update I haven't downloaded? I like that. Future Coffin's in chat. I bought two things today that everyone's going to be surprised that I would buy. So what do you think would have made me buy an MJF figure? Anything in your mind? Look at her. That's incredible.
Is it like from the dog collar match or something?
Box
Okay.
MJF exclusive, yeah. And I didn't even know this existed. And I walked into the Target on 2 Notch just because I was on the way back from Florence, and I was like, let's just stop in here. And I saw this, and I was like, I got to get it. Then the real fucked up purchase that you're going to – I don't know. I think you'll think it's cool. Look at this.
Okay. Yeah.
The little stage behind it. The old – I don't know. Once I saw the old SmackDown logo, I was like, buddy.
Who's the far left, or, well, my far left, I guess?
Well, you got Eddie, John Cena, Stone Cold, and Booker T.
Booker T. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so I don't know. I'm not going to tell you how much I paid for that, but it fucking rocked. So anyways, let's get right into these shows. Do you have any in general thoughts on like how the G1 has started before we get into each night? How are you feeling about it so far?
I think I'm liking this year more than last year so far. Very few matches that downright suck, and I feel like, and definitely very few matches that I'm just like I don't want to watch. I feel like there were quite a few of those last year and in years past, but the way they cycled out the guys, I think just makes. I mean, I think they've said it several times. It's like 50 plus new matches, first time ever singles matches in this tournament. So yeah, definitely freshened it up.
Yeah, there's like certain people where I'm like, I don't know, there's people that I wished would have been in the tournament, but all in all, I think they did a pretty good job with who they picked to put in, especially in comparison, because there's been some stinkers over the years on these cards, especially in the recent years. All right, so we're going to get right into night one. The first match kicking things off. Also, have you looked at the attendance numbers on these much?
I know for these first two nights, I was listening to Voices of Wrestling, their G1 coverage on their Patreon. They were talking about how I don't remember if it was the first two nights of G1 versus first two nights of G1 last year, or if it was in the same building double shot that they were comparing. But I believe both ways that they were up. I think it was year over year debut nights. They're up like 1,000 combined tickets or something like that.
Damn. Well, that's pretty good. I haven't looked at comparative numbers, but night one had 4,100.
Well, yeah, and then I know that night 2 had like 2,400 or something like that.
Yeah, 25-45 it says on Cage Match.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
And I mean,
but
night
yeah, I
1
just
you had Naito on top, so that makes a lot of sense. Naito Takagi, big main event there.
yeah, that does make sense. I just happened to have that at the top of my notes, the attendance for that night, because I thought that was pretty good. Anyways, so first match we had coming out of the gate, Ren Narita and Oleg Boltin. My first time seeing Boltin, as I mentioned last week. Boltin and Newman are new words to my vocabulary. But here it was whatever. I went 2.25, and you don't have to give ratings. I know you're not big on that, but I went 2.25, and Bolton won. So you got that one right. And just so anyone watching, even if you're watching this back, we are keeping track on predictions and shit like that. But yeah, I don't know.
Hang on one second.
You're all good. I'll keep them moving. Looks like we got an emergency in the house. There it is. Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't know we were getting a show tonight. Uh-oh. I can't hear you, Stal.
Probably just showed my whole ass there.
No ass with no crack, just a little skin.
Okay. Okay.
Good look.
Did you
But
have
yeah, that
anything
opener,
else? Go ahead. Sorry.
not really. It was just about as basic of an opener. Not anything offensive. Fine. How'd you feel?
So this being your first time seeing Bolton, you wouldn't know that this is new gear for him. So this is his like official look since no longer being a young lion. And he's
Okay.
repping the Kazakhstan snow leopard colors.
I think they mentioned. Did they mention that on commentary?
Yeah,
Okay,
and
I
he's
thought
going
so.
by. I think you say like boss, but it's like spelled like bars. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
It's like his kind of like tag. I was pretty close with you on this. I did rate all of these matches. I went
Oh, nice.
settled on like 2.5.
Gotcha.
It was pretty short, and it really just served a purpose. We said, okay, Oleg's in the tournament. We're giving him a win first night, just like they did. I mean, not getting too far ahead of ourselves, but with Callum Newman as well.
Yep, and then Callum Newman. All right, Bolton, honestly, not offensive. Now, Newman, wrestling wise, hasn't offended me yet, but Lord of mercy, I don't like to look at him.
Well, he's only 21.
He is, and he looks it. He looks 18, buddy. Like it's almost a little scary.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
him and Shota had a oh boy. Oh yeah, this was a mess. Or did you not think so?
I definitely thought Shota looked off here, and they were kind of selling it on commentary that it could be because of his hip injury he's coming back from, possibly too soon. But yeah, just and like later matches would slightly lead me to believe that it was selling from him. But I think it also could just be that neither of these guys are at a point in their career where they can necessarily carry a match.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things where something happened and neither one of them could pick it up, and instead it just made it all worse. And one of the notes I put, because I did like Narita and Bolton, it was pretty focused from what I remember. And nothing I put about this, I was like, this wasn't focused whatsoever. It just felt like they couldn't stay, and I think it's because they had the little slip ups and they just couldn't get back where they needed to be.
Mm-hmm.
I put not as focused as Narita and Bolton, but fine. I am fucking up, and they fucked up a bunch too. I don't know what I meant by I'm fucking up. And then I said literally what you said. Shota has certain stuff down, but cannot carry someone like Newman yet. And same with Newman. Like I feel like, as we'll see later in the tournament, Newman is competent with certain people, but this was just not for Well, looky here. Somebody's turning 18 soon, I've heard. There's a birthday coming up. All right. That was a horrible thing to say live.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. He's gonna. That was a horrible sounding thing to say. All right. Well, Owen, I hope you're having a good night, and that I hope that you meet this sitting past your bedtime, buddy. I went 1 star and 3/4 on this match. Where were you?
I still liked the overall vibe of it. I settled on 2 3/4. So
Okay.
what did you say? 1.25 star? 1 3/4?
Star and 3/4, yeah.
Yeah.
But as
so
now, ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to see the kind of people we have in our lives. This ain't, because you know what this looks like. This looks like a troll account on Twitter. You know what I mean? Those ones who sometimes respond to those bigger news accounts and be like, "Who would win this elimination chamber match?"
And then it'd be the 4 pictures of them. This is engagement farming. This is what this is.
Who is Jeffy Hardy?
You know.
Is that Effie Hardy? Well, who would win? Let's really realistically look at it here.
Sting.
Honestly, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Because I'm booking the show and I said so.
That's it. Call you Kevin Nash, buddy. Don't work for me, brother. All right, enough. So you predicted Bolton, I didn't. We both predicted a Shota victory, but Shota lost. So that's where we're at with that. El Phantasmo and Hanare. Here we come. This was one of those matches where it wasn't offensive, but it didn't do. The way I put it was they did stuff and it was fine and it was better rehearsed and delivered than the openers, but it wasn't anything above average. I gave it 2.5. I didn't note who won this. We both picked Hanare to win. Who won, though?
He did.
Okay, he won. Okay, perfect. Any thoughts on that one?
ELP is doing this stupid boo-boo face thing. I guess it's going to be all tournament. He's going to be sad
now.
Yeah. Hanare's good. I think we can just fully say Hanare is good, and Hanare matches are worth watching.
I agree. He is one of those guys where it's like, I feel like he's going to be a Goto or an Ishii in the sense where you're going to get, it might be the similar thing every time, but he's going to knock it out of the park.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're coming up on the next match. It was one that I fucking loved. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Great-O-Khan. This, to me, someone said it in the cage match review, and I said it in my head even before I watched it. These are the type of matches I look for when considering someone for Wrestler of the Year, because sure, he's had the big matches down, but these little ones that are tucked away in the middle of the card where is that thunder?
Yeah.
Damn it, man. Didn't it rain last week?
Buddy, it's been raining all week.
Damn it, man. Oh, that's weird. Now I'm hearing it here. Anyways. But no, these are those matches only because, like, I'm a sucker for these short, compact people making the most out of anybody they're with. And Zach does that. But with Great-O-Khan, what do you think is the best Great-O-Khan match that he's had singles-wise? Can you name one that you think was, like, substantially, like, awesome or good, even great?
This one?
Yeah, exactly. I will say the only other one I can think of is his match. Did you see the one he had with Mox at Power Struggle?
I mean, I'm sure I did, but I don't really remember.
Yeah, that's the only other one I can think of. And Zach reminded me, not stylistically, but just the same thing that I think Moxley does very well. It's just even if this was worked more toward a Zach style match, it's still that he still pulled the best performance and most focused performance out of Great-O-Khan that we've seen, other than the Moxley match. So I don't know. Somebody put in the comments, they were like, Zach's got the Danielson match and like his other match that was like one of those like match of the year candidates, but these are those little ones that if he keeps adding on his resume, like he could have an awesome G1 if he keeps just putting out little bangers like this. They brawled outside, did the whole battle arts shit where they're like striking one another. The wrist control I loved. Zach kept going back to the neck, and it ended up paying off in the end with the Zach driver. And as everyone probably knows, I'm a stickler with ratings. I gave it 3.5, which is good for me. Like, I thought it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I went 3 3/4. This tournament, they've said that Great-O-Khan intends to wrestle every match in the style of his opponent.
Oh,
and
okay.
So that's what they did here. It was full Zach grappling style, which complements Great-O-Khan well because he has that amateur background, that style. That's right, buddy. But yeah, these guys, I mean, these are just two pros.
Yep, I'm with you on that. And then on this one, you picked O'Khan, I picked Zach. So I basically tallied it up at the end of each night. So we'll just come back to that at the end of each night. Next up, Hiroki Goto and Jeff Cobb. This is what I put: 7 minutes of meat. Vintage Goto G1 special. I mean that in a good way. Tour the Islands, put it away. 3 flat. Honestly, couldn't ask for more or less here. I thought it was great for what it is.
Yeah, I went 3.5. These guys, I'm sure this is far from this has got to be probably like their like 4th G1 meeting or something, if I just had to guess off the top of my head. So they've got good chemistry, good complementing style. I guess my main takeaway from this, I don't know if you caught this, but kind of like in the match itself, and then in the way Cobb was acting in the post match, he was like extra heelish. Like I feel like overall, United Empire is a babyface group. Pretty sure.
That's true.
But I don't know if that's leading to anything or what, but no, solid match.
Then we had Sonata and Jake Lee. Oh my lord. This was the definition of both of these men. It happened. It's fine. It's the way I put it was it's a better fine. I don't even know. I'm an idiot. Like the way my opinions are so fucking skewed. Like, what does this even mean? I typed it out. This was fine, a better fine than Phantasmo and Hanare, but also way more dull. I don't even know what I meant by that. I think what I meant was the structure. Because the thing about Phantasmo Hanare, if we're going to get granular, shout out Jeff Jarrett. The thing about Phantasmo Hanare was they did stuff and the stuff was cool and it was fun to watch. But once again, Hanare's fucking awesome when he's beating the shit out of somebody. Phantasmo's doing his spots. But to me, it just felt like they were both doing what they do to one another. It wasn't more so a structured thing. Whereas here, Sonata and Jake Lee are great at being fine. So this was structured just fine. Like if you're wanting to show somebody a exhibition of how to like structure a match, I feel like some of these Sonata matches are the ones to look at because it's bare bones as it gets. It's boring as shit, but like the pacing in it is, I mean, it's what you kind of want. It's just he can't fucking put anything in between it that means anything. I went 2.5 on it. Jake Lee got the win. We both predicted it. How'd you feel about the match?
It's kind of just felt like a prolonged angle more so than a match, just because of like how quickly Jake won, kind of punks Sonata out in a way.
Yeah, and I don't feel like a former world champion anymore.
No, not really. I was trying to think of the other matches, but like, did Sonata ever truly feel like the top guy when he was champion? You know.
That's true.
And as far as Jake Lee goes, like, I I feel like I have a bad sample size to work with to form an opinion of him as far as these three matches go that we've watched of his so far.
Oh, they've
Um,
been a horrible sampler.
oh, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
They really fucking front loaded his G1 with a big old pile of dog shit. But
Oh, they did. And I think, you know what? They probably did that shit on purpose.
I mean, did they? I don't know. You'd
Are they
think that
signing him? Is he signed?
he's in Bullet Club.
Oh God! Wow. Damn, they really must just have. Damn, this can't be a bit then.
Yeah, he's in
I don't know.
Bullet Club. As far as I'm aware, Good Looking Guys is no longer a unit in Noah.
Wait a minute. So how long has he been gone from All Japan? How out of the loop am I?
You're like a couple of years out of the loop, maybe year
Damn.
plus.
I mean, I remember him being in Noah some, but like I don't know. When I first heard about Jake Lee, it was in like 2015 when he was like, that tells you where my brain's at. I don't know. I feel like when he first started having some decent matches with like Kento Miyahara, I don't know. That's what's in. I remember seeing some Daily Motion matches that people sent me forever ago of Jake Lee.
I've watched that one.
There you go.
Yeah, he was GHC champion last year.
And I do now. Now I'm remembering that. I just guess in my head, all that's imprinted is All Japan. But fucking hell, Jake, Bullet Club's got you.
I mean, he has like, I kind of like his thing, like his moves. He's a little goofy looking. He can't help that.
Oh my God, he's on screen right now. I just was sitting here thinking, I wonder what match that's on because it started replaying, and I looked up and he's on there.
Have you caught what his little nickname is?
No.
The Smart Bastard.
Well, I'll tell you this. I watched this with all Japanese commentary for all three shows.
Okay.
So I didn't. Naturally, I didn't understand anything that was being said, but I don't know. Just that goofy fuck that looks like a lighter weight Conrad Thompson on commentary. You know who I'm talking about?
The new guy, yeah.
He looks like Conrad except 100 pounds lighter.
He's good. He kind of fucks up some of the move names sometimes, but that's like a me thing.
Hell, I like him better than Kevin Kelly. I'm not a Kevin Kelly fan. Now, this next match kind of blew me away and honestly set the tone for who I think is the MVP of the tournament, low-key, so far. You had David Finlay and Yuya Yamura. This rock. Somehow everything, this is literally what I put, somehow everything here worked. Yuya shined like fuck. Wow, and he won 3 3/4. I don't know. I thought this was awesome. And I think it's largely due to Yuya underneath. How did you feel about it?
Well, all I wrote down was 3 3/4.
Okay, so we're on the same page.
I didn't write down anything else. I kind of don't like Yuya though.
Really? I was like, I will admit, I'm still indifferent about almost all of this batch of them kids, Narita, Umino, Yuya, and Suji. I can't lie to you. I thought Suji was my front runner, not to jump ahead, but now I'm just like, I don't know. You kind of are on the same wave as them. He's got a stronger look that he's more comfortable with, but like realistically, they're all. I don't know. Yuya in this tournament seems to be the most well-rounded. I don't know. Is that crazy? A crazy take?
No, I think like I think what's kind of fucking it up for me is that they tied him to Sonata, and he just looks like Sonata Jr.
We got somebody
And,
here.
and then, hello.
Hello, how are you? What's your name?
And then also, these are like my kind of minor like pet peeves of just things that I don't particularly like in wrestling. Like
Yeah.
that chop that's like this with the both hands. I
Oh,
think
I
it's
know
like a
exactly
Ricky.
what you're talking
I
about.
think it's a Ricky Steamboat move, maybe. Just I don't know. I don't like that. He's a throwback, and he just kind of feels like he's doing a little bit of a cosplay thing. He is completely fundamentally solid. There's nothing wrong with his game at all. It's just not really compelling for me. But
That's fair.
I like the match. I like Finley.
Do you? I didn't know you.
It's kind of the opposite almost in a way where like okay, maybe not. Yuya looks great. He looks like a pro wrestler. He looks like a top guy, even though I think he kind of looks bland and he presents bland to me. He looks like a New Japan top guy, whereas Finley just kind of he looks kind of rough.
Yeah.
But like he's put on the muscle more so, like he's more defined now, and I like his move set a lot better now. Thought I was
He's got his
going
look.
some. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I just thought I was going. I was going to say I thought I was going somewhere more
Oh,
with
yeah.
that.
I just love how he's got his little entrance down. And then he comes out. Like he's got that down. And I don't know, I'll say he's been doing good this tournament. Also, who are you? I just am curious to know. I mean, how you doing? I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you found yourself in the videos. That's also kind of a funny thing to think about. Is somebody is probably going through the For the Freaks channel or something, and then saw this in the subscriptions or something, found our asses on here live talking about wrestling. That's funny as shit to me. But hey, since you're here, October 18th through 20th, Freak Fest will be right outside of Florence again, where we did the Halloween show last year. I got the flyer from Austin today, and it looks literally insane. My name's Noah. I feel like we met, maybe. I don't know. If not, I better see you at Freak Fest.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Look at that right there. 3 days, baby.
You my dog for real.
Long hair we have. We like long hair. Sorry. Shit gets weird on this wrestling chat, bro. And since you're here and we're talking about it, here's a sneak peek at the flyer. That's all you get. That's how many artists. That's how many artists are playing, Noah. And bands. Okay. Thank you for being here. I'm trying to remember where the hell we were at. Fucking.
Let's go to match 8. Unless you have anything else to say about Yuya and Finley.
Evil and Gabe Kid. Kid was awesome. Then I literally put Kid was awesome in this. Then it's all depleted by an Evil victory. I went 2.5. Gabe Kid's fucking dope. Like he comes in and he sets the fucking pace. I don't know. He's fucking awesome, and he made the best. This might be the best Evil match of the tournament. Honestly, I think it's all downhill from here. To be real with you, how'd you feel?
Yeah, I mean they were on their way to like a pretty good match, and then you just do the standard Evil stuff, and it's like, okay.
Yeah. We both were wrong. We both picked Gabe Kidd, I think, out of the hope in our heart that this bastard wouldn't win anything else, but we failed. And then we move on to the main event, Konosuke Takeshita versus Yota Tsuji. Naturally, this is the best match of the night. 4 stars.
Not the main event.
Oh, ha! I wished it would have been, ladies. The reason I thought it was the main event is because after this one, we're tied 5-5. Just so you're aware. After this match, where I guessed it correctly, you guessed it incorrectly, it tied us up at 5 you, 5 me. All I put was Takeshita wins, banger, 4 stars. This was to me, this is the way I look at this. This was your standard Takeshita match. It has a 4-star ceiling for me at this point. But it was good, It's fun. It's great. It should have went on last. How did you feel?
Yeah, that's basically exactly the same. These are two guys who I love. I guess I'm kind of just a moves guy. Like, I do like storytelling, and it's something I pay attention to, of course. But like you like, these are, compared to past G1s. This is another thing. They're going pretty short.
Yeah,
so
they
far. I think a lot of sub 10 minutes. Definitely a lot of sub 15s. So like, I feel like that does kind of put a ceiling to some things, because a lot of these guys like get into a groove of telling stories. It takes time to build up, which I think might be the reason why Naito is struggling a little bit. But anyway, yeah, these two guys.
We'll get on that.
They just went out there and delivered a banger.
The little Blue Thunder counter into the arm drag, I think he did. That shit was fucking sick. Oh, good shit. Takeshita won, though. I predicted it, but I low-key didn't think it was going to happen. So
that's one where I feel like I should have known. Being an outside guy, they'd probably give him his first win on the first night. Same thing with Newman. Probably should have known that one as well.
And then we have our main event. Well, what did you rate Takeshita and Tsuji?
Say 4.
Okay, I went 4. What did you rate Shingo and Naito?
I don't know. Like, Go ahead.
You want to know what I put? 3.5.
That's fair.
Okay. I didn't know if that would seem too high or too low.
No, because like I don't know how much of like I should be taking away because of like how much I was focused on like what's going on with Naito, specifically in this match where I thought, oh, it's Shingo, we should be good. But it just seemed like they weren't on the same page, like from early on.
Do you think it was worse than the Mox match?
No, I don't think so. I also kind of have like I do have a New Japan bias where I just kind of think most matches when I'm watching them, I guess like on New Japan World, the fact that they look better to me, like, anyway, it's not as like quite as important, but no, I don't think it wasn't like super far off though. But I also didn't dislike the Mox and Naito match as much as some people did.
See, I didn't dislike it either. The thing is, it's obvious Naito's a step behind, but also I think people are bitching because they don't like the way Naito structures matches, and then when he also missteps, because everybody wants to see a Will Ospreay or an Okada special where they have this huge explosive ending. Which, I mean, admittedly, Naito used to do the same similar shit. You know what I mean? He used to have those matches that started slow and then blew the hell up. I like the way this match was structured. It just didn't reach its full potential, and it wasn't ever going to when you have 2024 Naito and honestly 2024 Shingo. Like, Shingo's still more than competent and can have a great match. I don't know if Naito can have a great match anymore, but Shingo ain't the guy who's going to pull a banger. And here's the thing, I'll say this: I don't even know if Naito is capable of something being pulled out of him, because he just can't fucking roll with it. I don't know. Shingo won, thank God. And I, for some reason, predicted Naito too. So coming out of night 1, you're in the lead, son.
Just by one.
Anything, just by one. Because essentially, the one. So we were both. You got me. I thought Narita Bolton was the one. That's the one that got you ahead. Because everything else we either both got right, both got wrong. Wow, that's funny as hell. Any other thoughts on night one?
Good first night.
It was good. It was good. Definitely. Do you remember the one they did in Texas to kick off in 2019?
Archer and Will.
Yeah. Creamer style. All right, so here she comes. Night 2, we're back in Osaka. 2,500 at the gate. Sonata and Callum Newman start off with another 2 1/4 special. Yeah, not much to say here. We both got this correct. Sonata wins. Any other thoughts on it?
Yes, it was fine. It was pretty short, so I feel like maybe they could have had a better match if they went a little longer. It was just kind of like they were trading a little bit, and then Sonata just caught him. But I like Newman. I think he's solid for his age.
Definitely for his age. He's 21. Sorry, I don't know why I'm laughing. Anyways, Hanare and Oleg Bolton. I like this. Hanare. When I saw these two looking at one another, I said, "Oh yeah, they're gonna give me what I want." And Bolton hung in there. Not that Hanare's Mr. Damn Endurance, but he's the new chunky man, alpha male around town who's young enough to still really fucking go. 3 stars, 3 boy. Hanare wins. We both predicted it. Bolton has had a great start to the G1. Callum, is solid, like you said, but to me, Bolton, he had a good match with Narita where he won, and then he had a good match here where he lost, but I'm coming out of this thinking about how dope it was. So
I think the thing with Bolton is that he's kind of like he's kind of like Yuya in a way, where like he has a simple move set that like suits him, but like whereas Yuya's isn't necessarily like simple as opposed to more just like I don't know what's a better word for it. Whereas Bolton's is simple, so I feel like it's kind of hard for him to fuck up in a match, whereas you have Newman who's doing a lot.
Yep.
But Newman's got good kicks.
His kick, I need to pay attention.
I think they look pretty good, especially that tornado one he throws. I don't think he's hit it, but like once in one of the matches, but it looks sick.
Nice. I'll keep an eye out on that as we go along. Next up, I don't know. I'm going to say this. This particular night of G1 was really solid also.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go with the first one of the night that surprised me. Gabe Kidd and Great O'Con had a great little match. I went 3.5. Gabe Kidd won. This ties us back again. You're no longer in the lead. How'd you feel about this one?
This was all, yeah. I had exactly like you, 3.5. This is another one where Great O'Con, he was wrestling kids match. They went outside throwing into the chairs and whatnot. I thought it was pretty funny how at least like when they were first getting in the crowd, the people around them, they're just like, no, we're not moving.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was just, 2 guys throwing. Yeah, throwing.
I like that a lot. 2 guys throwing. All right. So we're tied up 8-8. We're almost to Michael J's measurement. You ain't heard about his 8x6?
No.
Oh, okay. Google that for me.
Okay.
8 times 6. So then here we go. El Phantasmo and Ren Narita. I'm going to say it. This was solid. I like this better than Phantasmo Hinare. Narita focused down Phantasmo, who's someone who gets on my nerves. But to me, the kicker for this was that the crowd believes in LP. And they're chanting, how do they do it? LP, ELP. Or isn't that what they chant for him?
I think it's just ELP.
ELP, that's it. They kept going for it, and he's out there crying and shit because he's a depressed son of a bitch. You know, I like this better than him coming out there with flashy lights and trying to do spots against Hinare. He didn't come out with the lights in that match. I just was referencing two different things. I don't know. This was good. Like, he sold. The crowd wanted it. He was hurting. He was sad. And goddamn if it still wasn't enough. Because Narita won. 3 1/4.
I think my only gripe with this was that, they worked Phantasmo's knee for like the whole match, basically. And then it didn't really play into the finish. The finish was like...
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like him grabbing the... ELP grabs the weightlifting bar or the pull-up bar, and then Jado convinces him not to do it, and then he just gets like kicked and then hits the X Factor.
So once again, not a great match.
It was unoffensive.
It was unoffensive.
Definitely unoffensive.
I just love when you get the crowd invested and you're selling that emotion, you're going to get me like halfway there. So like I'm in the bed like, yeah. I'm feeling something, and I normally am sitting there talking shit to people in the crowd cheering for him at Forbidden Door. So, but yeah, Narita gets a win. Is that 2 in a row for his ass?
No.
Nope, he lost. Oh, yeah, because he lost to Oleg. All right. Evil and Jake Lee. Holy motherfuck. I have nothing for this. 2 1/4. Damn, I gave it that much. What do you think?
How much longer are we gonna do this evil bit?
I feel like you asked this last year. I feel like I've heard you on this stream. I'm currently looking at Yoda Tsuji and his family or some shit on here. I don't know. I don't want to show it and get us banned, but fuck it.
It's Shota Tsuji, I think. That's his brother that like looks a lot like him.
I was gonna say they look damn.
Well, you remember it was last year in I think it was the Gabe Kidd match he had. He had his brother dress up like him, and he came out into the entrance. And
oh.
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, fuck evil.
Yeah. I did like the spot where Jake Lee was choking Evil with the tag rope, and then he tried to do like the Eddie Guerrero spot where he threw the tag rope at Evil and then like sold his own throat.
That was decent.
Like, what if they actually disqualified Evil off that? I think we'd be talking about a very different match.
And I'm going to tell you what, we would, buddy. Everything is evil. Call me Coheed and Cambria, buddy.
What?
You ain't heard Everything is Evil by Coheed and Cambria?
No, I
Cortland knows. That was to pop the boys there.
Oh,
I knew Cortland. Cortland. I don't know. Maybe he don't like Coheed and Cambria. I don't know. It seemed like something you might like. Anyways, maybe I don't know. I don't know my audience tonight. Anything else on that shit?
Fuck Dick Togo too.
God damn it. Dick Togo has plagued every wrestling related stream I've ever done. We talked about him on the Up and Over, and now we talked about him through every G1, and here it goes. Okay, yep. I knew somebody on that side of the screen was fucking with it. Next up, Hiroki Goto and Yuya Uemura. I mean, 3 1/4. Once again, not anything out of this world, but my point is this. Yuya has not had a match that has fallen apart or just been in this tournament. Shota's had one, Narita's had one, and they both also had highs. Shota has a crazy high coming up on night 3. But Yuya has been straight down the middle. He's held it together every match. Some were a little better than others, but nothing has felt like, oh, this is rocky, or that could have been better, or it's just been like, damn, this was good. Damn, this was good. And it just keeps, I don't know. And Goto's an easy guy to work with, though, at the same time. But I think, and that's a big win for him here. He beats Goto 3 1/4. I enjoyed the match. How'd you feel?
Yep, I went 3.5. I almost feel like Goto is having a better year this year than last year when he was dedicating it to like his dad or his dead dad or something like that.
Yeah, I agree. Like this year, he is just consistently good. I don't know. Weird. Shingo Takagi and Shota Umino. I wanted this. I'm going to tell you. I wanted this to be. Do you remember Shingo and Sho?
From like Best of the Super Juniors.
Yeah.
During the pandemic, I think.
That was their second match. They had one like the year prior in 2019. Gotcha. That was like fucking, I don't know why, but this match started and reminded me of that just because Shingo's bullying him. But something here just didn't get to where it needed to be. The idea was awesome. The work was fine. But I just didn't believe in Shota for some reason. Like I believed in fucking LP earlier. Why didn't I believe in Shota here? I don't know. Once again, Shota and Narita, and they kind of, it's, they'll be up here and then they'll be like, damn, you ain't quite all the way up there yet. So yeah, it was fine. 2 3/4 is what I went on it. I picked Umino to win. You picked Shingo. Who did end up winning?
Umino.
Oh, Umino won. Okay. How'd you feel about the match while I get these tallies right?
I think this might be our biggest star disparity because I wrote this as I had this at 4 1/4.
Really?
Yeah, I thought Shooter, especially compared to his match the previous night, really pulled it out here. I also think I personally am going to give him a little more leeway, just because I followed him. We both have. We followed him, this whole way through his Young Lion thing, and especially with his connection to Moxley. I feel like that does a lot for his character, even though in some ways I feel like he needs to take more from Moxley because he's kind of a fucking goofball.
Yeah. He's so close to being fucking awesome.
And the company's giving him so many chances.
But at the same time, like, they're giving him so many chances, but are they allowing him the proper organic growth and ascension? Are they doing the New Japan thing that they've recently done where they just like throw someone in a stable or throw him underneath somebody's wing? I don't know. I just feel like they have such an abrupt way of trying to elevate people. And it either works to a T or it just comes off abrupt.
Yeah. I think another thing with him is like he pulls from so many places for inspiration, but I almost wish he would like rise, buddy.
Listen, if you're gonna rise, you better show some body parts in this motherfucker. I know you're on the clock.
Justin. I almost wish that Shooter would make it his gimmick, kind of, that he's like a copycat wrestler. You know what I mean? Because he has just like so many of these moves that he's taking from everybody else. But like, I don't know that it makes a whole thing. And then you have like, he's the roughneck. But like, what does that really mean for him? Because he doesn't necessarily wrestle. Rough. It's not like a brawler. Yeah, he's
not. And here's the question: what is he? I'll tell you what he is.
He's a modern wrestler. I don't know.
What he is to me is a good look, a hell of a haircut, and he has everything physically, look-wise, to be this hot shit. And sometimes, I don't know, there are times in the ring where he's got it, and there are times where he don't have it. And he can't hold on to it long enough, because you can never hold on long enough in my book. But he can never hold on to those little spurts of greatness that he has long enough. And I feel like he's lost when Mox ain't there. You know, I don't know. The dude's just, he's fighting an uphill battle, because also it's hard to be fucking great under New Japan's umbrella, in my opinion, because they want every main eventer to work an epic all the time. And so when you're being pushed as one of the next guys, everyone's wanting to see you go out here and burn the fucker down every night. So this guy can't even grasp what it's like to have, say, like a TV style or mid-card style match, because they're putting him in there going 30 with Naito in February. You know what I mean? Like, stop. You know what I mean? There's no reason, one, Naito should be going 30 in 2024. And two, just in general, Shota's not ready for that. And that's not someone who could get. Now, Danielson, but at the same time, I just don't think Shota should be in there in those positions. I don't know.
I just feel like he's kind of lacking direction and motivation outside of just, I don't know, winning matches, which is like for some people enough, but that's also not really his character. Like, he does this whole like comes out, hands the kids the glow sticks thing. Like, he wants to be this big baby face, but like, I don't know, need a little more meat. But that said, I still really like the match.
So you need more meat, huh?
Yeah.
Well, the only way to get more is to S&T. All right. So onward, we go to Tetsu. Also, we're now, I didn't mention this, but you had me down by 2 earlier. Now I jumped back up 1 because I predicted Umino and you predicted Shingo. So I'm back 9-10. Tetsuya Naito and Zack Sabre Jr. I'll be goddamn it. I like this. I thought this surprised me because Zack got that old fuck moving faster than I've seen him move all year. Like, somehow Zack gets him in there. I don't know if it's because he pushes him like with these rolls, and Naito just can't stop spinning around. I don't know if it's just someone needs to get Naito going, and then Naito can keep going, or he just can't get started. Or and then he's not able to stop. I don't know what the issue is, but Zach found it, and Naito either pulled the finger out of his own ass or Zach shoved one up it and got him moving. 3 1/4. It's this thing. They've always had awesome matches. They've had 4 1/2ers, and this wasn't that, but this was once again that Zack Sabre Jr. Wrestler of the Year caliber performance where he knew what he needed to do to get a good match out of Naito. He knew not to take it too far. He knew he couldn't hold back too much. He knew exactly what to do, and he fucking rocked it. Naito looked competent here, but I think it's because of Zach. Like, we know how the shape Naito's in. We saw it the night before. We saw it a few weeks ago. Zach hid all of that here. And I think this is another statement match for him. And he wins. 3 1/4. He poses with the belt at the top of the ramp. Hey. That isn't even his thing, is it? I just did Chris Benoit and Aussie Open. But, yeah, whatever Zach does.
Oh man, yeah, this was really good. This was a lot better. I felt I liked this a lot more than the Shingo Naito match. And it's like you said, they were working a Zach match. You know, kept it pretty grounded for the most part. There was that move that Naito does where he sits on the top and then like does a DDT to them, like he flips over. He calls it the Esperanza. He like spiked Zach with that in this match. It looked nasty.
Sorry. Spiker.
No, I think also these two are just they've had a lot of matches together. They've got good chemistry. So it was, this one, I feel like it would have been really sad if they fucked this one up.
Yeah, you damn right. Main event for the night. David Finlay and Yota Tsuji. All right, y'all. I'm going to say something here. I was more impressed by David Finlay here than I was Yota Tsuji. I don't know. I just felt like David did a great control segment.
Did we skip a match? No, sorry. My bad. My notes are fucked up.
Oh, you're good. But this was great. I went 3.5. A good way to cap off this thing. I don't know. Good match. Tsuji wins. Finlay's on top. Tsuji fires back. Tsuji's selling and sympathy wasn't quite there, but the fucking comeback was awesome. 3.5. Good work from David Finlay.
Yeah, I went 4.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm really coming around to David Finlay, like I was saying earlier, and I really like Tsuji. Big fan of his. I'm hoping for good things for him in the future. Hell, I mean, if Zach's not going to win it, which I kind of think Zach beating Naito and taking the belt at the end of that match probably means he's not going to win the G1. So, Tsuji could be a good guy to do it if you want to get really serious about pushing young guys. And plus, he's already got the main event experience.
Yep, you're right. So coming out of this night, I somehow have emerged 1 point in the lead. Let's see what night 3 brings our ass. So, did you watch any of the tags?
No.
Okay, me either. Konosuke Takeshita versus Jeff Cobb. My notes. They sure did it. Takeshita wins a bomb fest. 3 1/4. Once again, I used to love Takeshita. Now I like Takeshita. I feel like you've seen almost them all at this point. And I hate to be that way, but because it's always good. But I knew what this match was going to be before it happened. And I don't think I won't lie, I don't even think. But once again, this was an opener. Well, Takeshita and Tsuji wasn't a main event. I was just going to say Takeshita and Cobb didn't even do as good of a job as Takeshita and Tsuji as far as like spacing this out. But they just went in there and threw bombs, which is fine. 3 1/4. Takeshita wins. You were right, I was wrong, and we're tied up again. How did you feel?
I went 4 stars. I feel like you give these guys this exact amount of time. They went just over 10 minutes, and you say, go out there and do your guys' match. This is exactly what they were going to do. But I also feel like just watching Takeshita like get him up for that Blue Thunder Bomb.
That was awesome. That was awesome. I will say some of these feats of strength they exhibited in this were just fucking fucked.
Banger opener. A banger opener.
Yes, 100%. Zack Sabre Jr. and Callum Newman. This is the first one I saw of Callum Newman. Once again, Zach. I didn't even think about this when I was watching this earlier, but here he goes again. You know, pulling another fucking great little match out of somebody who has been kind of dwindling along so far in the tournament. Here, Callum Newman didn't feel out of place. Just like Naito didn't feel washed last night, Callum Newman don't feel 21 years old tonight. Oh my God! As it was coming off my lips, I thought about it, but I was like, I'm not gonna be. Oh my God. As I was saying that statement, I thought about how it would sound, but I was thinking maybe I'm just having the gutter mind. You're not gonna laugh as you did. 3.5. Zach pulled it out. All right, I'm done talking. Zach had a good match, and Callum looked. I don't know. I think also the fact that Newman came up with Ospreay, it puts that immediate chemistry there with these two. How'd you feel about this? Where'd you rate it?
I was just under you. I had this at 3 1/4. Thought these guys had good chemistry, and I think, like you said, it is probably just how similar in style he is to Ospreay. There was I kind of don't know why, in like kayfabe, I guess you'd say, why Newman went for the Os Cutter, because like even I feel like leading up to it, at least they talked about it on commentary. Like I think even the day before on English commentary, they talked about like, oh, Zach has counters for the Os Cutter. Like Newman might need to do something else.
Here you go.
He didn't. And I really liked the finishing sequence here with the trying to escape the choke several times, and then he switches it. And just definitive has to give up. So I wonder if going forward, Newman, they'll make that a story in his matches where he does have to come up with his own finish.
That's a good point.
Which I think when he beat Narita, I don't think he used the Os Cutter, did he? It was like a stomp or something. Yeah, I think it was like this. Like,
I was going to say it wasn't the Os Cutter. I don't think.
No, I think it was like this, like springboard stomp or something like that. Because when he went for it in this match, I believe that's what they were saying.
Interesting. Yeah, this night really was awesome underneath.
Good 4-match run they had there.
Oh, it was awesome. And it continued with Shingo and Great Okan. 3.5 from me. Shingo wins. We both predicted it correctly. I don't know. Great Okan's really doing well this tournament. I don't know. Good match.
Yeah, I had this at 3. I kind of feel like
Oh
this
my
might.
God.
I feel
Grayson,
like
why is your profile picture from 2008, son? You do not look like that. All right, go ahead.
nobody updating their YouTube profile picture.
You're right. You're not wrong. Hey,
um,
Grayson, you'd like this. All right.
okay. I kind of feel like, they said, Great O'Con wanting to work everyone's style of match, and then you get
Style.
here, and I don't know that necessarily he worked the Takagi match. I don't know. He just kind of felt
No.
there in this match.
Shingo worked around him like a broomstick.
In a way, like I don't think Ocon was like just there. Like he played his
Yeah.
part, but he didn't really like stand out either. Did you notice like what's going on with Ocon's belly?
What do you mean?
He's got like this like pattern of stripes down his belly. It looks like scars
On his skin?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to pay attention because there's another night up that I can watch.
And I didn't like I noticed them, and then ELP was pointing them out, and he's like, "What's going on there?" And the other guy on commentary was like, "You're just gonna have to ask Great O'Con."
It's all scarred up, and for what?
Like I don't know if he worked some hardcore match. I think he did.
He out doing some crazy shit on the side, must be. I don't know. That's weird.
How he's getting all those sponsorships. It is interesting. He is like the only guy I think that's sponsored.
That's interesting for real.
At least like that puts it on their gear, as far as I can tell. Well, and then what Cobb with his suplex, isn't that the SP?
Yeah, that is right. Next up, we had a banger. Gabe Kidd and Shota Umino, and oh my fucking lord, this was my match of the tournament so far. 4 1/4. This is what I need, and it's fucking juice. These motherfucker, Gabe Kidd said, that bitch wasn't he bleeding out of the mouth a little bit?
I know Gabe was. I don't know if Shooter was.
Okay, I might have had that mixed up, but yeah, this fucking rocked. I doubt either man is going to have a better match in the tournament than this, though, to be honest. This feels like the Mikey Nichols, Shane Haste of the tournament this year. Or Mikey Nichols and R. You know what's fucking crazy? That match was crazy as actual fuck. Like, not to circle back, but like when we're watching this, everything's good. There ain't been nothing that has been anywhere near as like batshit crazy as them two last year.
Well, yeah, because like a Naito match isn't gonna fall off the rails, and then he's gonna say, "Okay, let's just shoot."
Yeah, literally, because that's what happened. It went off. They were like, "All right, let's just hurt one another for a minute." Oh my god. Anyway, you know what I need? A dark side of the ring on that match. Hanari just don't even speak. He just stares at the camera with that tattoo on his face and has like a spokesperson. Does he cut promos backstage?
Yeah.
Damn, I don't want to hear him. I need him to just be silent and giving headbutts. Anyways.
Oh, I thought you were gonna stop that a little sooner.
Oh.
Silent.
Silent and giving head. I bet Hanaro would suck a mean bird.
Yeah, if you told him it would increase his testosterone levels.
The alpha male. This is what Grayson said this is what he did when he heard that. Stuck his little tongue out.
My favorite part about this match was that there was like, felt like these guys actually fucking hated each other, and
Yes.
supposedly they might. There was like some rumors that these guys might have had like a backstage fight a few months ago or something.
Nobody got fired.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what happened. But I feel like that's something
through
that
the screen.
I feel like that's something that's missing from some of Shooter's matches, is that he's just not like quite fired up. He doesn't want to beat the other person.
You know what needs to happen? Gabe Kidd needs to slap him before every match now. There just needs to be a little segment in the little concession area where Shooter's walking from. Like, he just gets stopped mid-entrance and Gabe slaps the piss out of him. He falls down and then gets up and he goes in that fucking ring.
Fuck you! Fuck you, you stupid fucking god! Fuck you!
And then Shooter goes and does what he does.
Yeah, there's a lot of spitting in New Japan.
I was going to say, man, Gabe be slobbering, and I'm going to tell you something. He reminded me of myself at the Milestone the other night. I normally do a little spit trick when we're playing and shit. But during that Shiba set the other night, I was like I couldn't keep it in my mouth. I'm sitting up there playing and I'm slobbering. And I see cameras flashing and shit, and I'm like, they're going to catch a picture of me looking like a fucking dog foaming at the mouth. Anyways, Gabe Kidd seems to have the same issue. I think we just get to feeling feral, and we can't control our juices.
I think some wrestlers, they like play it up, like Jay White.
Yeah.
Jay White loves to get slobbery.
Yeah. Yeah. Why that sound like damn Luke Harper?
Oh, buddy.
But yeah, that was awesome. And I'm going to be so real with you right now. I don't want to talk about these next two matches. I think results speak for themselves. Do you have anything to say about these two matches?
So, Evil and Sonata, why did they just play their match from like 2022? This is like, what?
Literally.
Who could fucking care?
It was crazy that they decided to go out there and do what they did. They did that, buddy.
Mm.
And then Naito and Jake Lee. What the hell? How would you even describe this?
Train wreck.
And you know what? I'm liable to watch it again. Because damn Jake Lee's looking around. Like, I don't know. It's crazy to me that they put these two matches last. Naito finally got a win, though.
Yeah.
And now,
which I think is his second win over Jake, because I believe they said they had an all-together singles match.
Oh my God, they are really cooking this guy, Jake. They giving him the drizzling turd bombs. Anyways, so whatever. That ended that. We're 15-15, buddy. We're tied again.
That's crazy.
Tied up style. 15 right for you, 15 right for me. Now, let's look at some cards. So I fucked up. And tag 4 has happened. So let's not look at results, though. Tag 4 happened last night. I'm going to watch it when we get off here, and we will cover it on our next episode. First match up is Hiroki Goto versus Oleg Boltin. Who you got?
Okay, let's see. So Goto, I don't think Goto is starting off 0-3. So I'm gonna pick Goto.
Okay. I'm going to do the same thing. Cobb and Narita. I'm going Cobb.
See, I want to go Cobb. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with who I want. I'm gonna go Cobb. But I do feel like Narita could win that.
I thought the same thing. El Phantasmo and Yoda Tsuji. I'm going Tsuji. Or do you think LP overcomes?
I hope not. No, I'm going Tsuji. Because I do think, and I do think ELP, it makes sense for him to go 0-3 to start since he's doing this little kind of find himself thing.
Hanare and David Finlay.
Finlay.
Me too. We ain't never going to break this ties yet.
No.
Now, here's an interesting one. Takeshita and Yuya. Have you seen a spoiler for this?
No. I heard it was good.
I heard it was good, too. I haven't seen a spoiler, though. I'm going to go with Yuya.
Yeah. Because then what? Takeshita would be 3-0 if he won that. Yeah.
But Yuya also would be.
Yeah, but Yuya, I feel like they want to put over their younger guy over the outside guy.
Yeah, that's true.
At least that's what they should do.
You're right. God damn it. Sorry, that wasn't about what you said. That was about me trying to copy and paste this fucking shit. I done forgot how to do it. So 7/27, which is coming up Saturday, we got night 5. Interesting team on one of these opening tags. Hanare and Takeshita are teaming up.
Probably have to watch that. Wait, against who though?
2 of them young lions. Shota Koma and Katsuya Morrison.
That'd probably be pretty good.
It's probably gonna be a good old 2 3/4 opener style. I'm fucking with it. Shingo Takagi versus Callum Newman. Where are we at here? I need to start keeping records. Shingo
1-1, right?
Shingo beat Okan, beat Naito, and lost to Umino, right?
Yeah.
So he's 1-2.
2-1.
2-1. He wins here. All right.
Yeah, I think so.
Sonata and Gabe Kidd.
Sonata.
I picked Kidd. So I wasn't going to say it because I was like, let's see what he does. But, yeah. I don't know. You just had, and we're locked in now, so don't switch. But my thought is you just had him work Umino. I don't know. In my wannabe promoter's head, you can't. Sorry, I see this little conversation going on down here. But in my head, I can't see you giving him a dominant victory like that and then him laying down for Sonata. But once again, they have done crazier shit.
I mean, I can because still where Gabe is at, like all he's had is what the New Japan. He's the current New Japan Strong Champion. Was he never champion?
I don't think he ever had that.
He wrestled for it though, right?
I think so.
He wrestled Shingo for it. I think he's slotted slightly ahead of Shooter, but then Sonata, I think being a former world heavyweight champion is still ahead of him. And I just don't necessarily see Gabe going 3-0 to start the tournament.
That's true. Great Okan and Shota Umino. I have my pick in my head. Me too. All right. He's got to get a victory. Zack Sabre Jr. and Jake Lee. This is the test. If Zack Sabre Jr. gets a 3-star plus match out of Jake Lee, Zack wins this, though, undoubtedly.
I think Jake Lee wins.
Okay. Good. Why is that?
Because I don't think Zach's going undefeated.
Okay.
And I think you've already humiliated Jake Lee enough.
Give him a fucking bone, buddy.
Like if Zach wins no more matches, he has a win over Naito, and they can do a title match before Wrestle Kingdom. If nothing else happens for him in this.
That's true. That's true. I'm a stick locked in, even though that doesn't make sense. Naito and Evil. God help.
Why? just why?
You know what I'm gonna say, buddy? Evil.
Okay, I was gonna pick Naito.
Okay. All right. So, oh yeah, we got a hell of a lineup here to work with. How do you feel about doing a show on Monday night?
I could do that.
Do you want to do that? And then on that one we cover 4, 5, and 6. No, we'd have to cover 7 too. That might not be possible. What about Wednesday night? Either Wednesday night before Dynamite.
And then what are we covering?
4, 5, 6, 7.
What about 8?
And then 8 happens on that night. They got to stop. Well, all right, we'll just stick with our Thursday plan.
Okay.
God damn it. Fuck these people. All right, so we got to predict 3 more nights here. Okay. I got it pulled. All right, El Phantasmo and Bolton. Is LP going to lose again?
No.
No?
No, I think he wins this one.
Before I make my call. Before I make my call. I'm going to go nuts. I'm going to say he loses.
Okay. Hey, fuck him.
All right.
That's what I say.
Cobb and Yuya. I think this is where Yuya takes his first loss.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
But you have him losing to Takeshita though.
Okay. No, wait, yeah. No, I have Yuya. Wait, no, I have Yuya beating Takeshita.
Oh, we both do. Oops. Okay. So we both picking Cobb for this.
Yeah.
Konosuke Takeshita and Hanare. Oh yeah. Oh man, that's gonna be.
I'm picking Hinare.
I am too. Oh my god. Oh, that's Hanari might wake his ass up. For real. David Finley and Ren Narita.
Interesting.
I have a pick typed out.
It's gotta be Finley, right? Like
That's what I put.
I don't
know.
I don't see how Narita can. Like he could get some cheap House of Torture win, but like, do you want to do that to your global champion?
What does that belt even mean? Oh, I saw him with that belt. I was like, what belt is he walking around with? And then I remembered global champion.
Yeah, it kind of means nothing right now.
So maybe he racks up another win here. Make it mean something. Go ahead though.
Yeah. Well, no, I was just gonna say the only two people who have held that belt are himself and fucking Dolph Ziggler.
Now what is this? Who is this? Is this another hidden account?
It's 4KT Owen.
Do you know who that is?
No.
I'll answer the question, I reckon. Do you watch anime?
It's called hentai and it's an art form.
That's what I was about to say. I watched the graphic novels.
I watched the graphic novels.
Oh my god. Grayson is talking to this person in the fucking chat. No, too many pictures. What does that mean? It's okay. Anyways, main event of Tag 7 is Goto and Yota Tsuji.
Goto and Yota Tsuji. Did I have Goto beating somebody?
You do.
Okay, then he can lose this one.
All right, I'm thinking the same thing. All righty. Moving onward. Oh, my Lord. Evil and Callum Newman are here to show us something. Holy Mac. Lord Jesus. I want Newman to win. And I'm going to go with my heart. Newman wins.
I do think Newman wins. I think this is where you do that, like, that thing where for some reason the live crowd is going to love this match and they're going to be so into Newman and they're going to be like, oh my God, he beat House of Torture.
Yep. Jeff Cobb and Great O'Khan. Or no, Jake Lee and Great O'Khan.
I don't know what the fuck that's going to look like.
You already have Jake Lee winning.
Yeah, but I think he'll still win here.
Okay. All right. Then we got Zack Sabre Jr. and Shota Umino. Ooh. Zack's going to pull one again, buddy. I need to look at their record.
I can't even think if they've had a singles match.
Oh, they have. They had some real good matches for the TV belt. They had 3 matches, I'm pretty sure. Yep. 4-8-23 at Sakura Genesis.
But does Zach always beat him?
That's what I'm thinking, and that's why I'm thinking we're about to see something on this one. No. Umino's beating him.
What was like once or what?
In the New Japan Cup, he beat him.
Okay.
One time. I'm going Umino. Because I didn't have Zach losing earlier against somebody who you did. So I'm going to say this is where he takes a loss.
Man.
Think long and think hard.
I'm just thinking about some of these others' names. I'm like, is Shooter going to beat these guys? I'll say Zach.
Okay. Shingo Takagi and Gabe Kidd.
Should be good.
Should be awesome. I'm saying Shingo. I think Shingo is going to be who settles Gabe Kidd back down a little bit in the tournament.
Right. So I'm pretty sure they wrestled this year for the Never at was it Chicago? No, or was that when he wrestled Eddie?
He did wrestle Eddie there, I think.
I'm pretty sure they wrestled for the Never at one of the US shows recently. I think Gabe wins.
Okay. Naito and Sonata.
What was the last Naito match? Sorry, I had these up and I closed it out.
Evil.
And I said Naito wins.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Naito should beat Sonata. I don't think we need to run back Naito Sonata anymore.
I agree. I put Naito.
What's next, buddy? I said Naito.
Oh, you did? Oh, sorry. Yeah. I thought you were still thinking about it. Oh, my bad. I was wondering why. I was like, what the fuck happened over there? All right. That was my fault. All right. Tag number 8. Low-key, I was sitting here trying to decide what figure I'm going to put beside my Christian one. All right. Yoda Tsuji and Oleg Bolton. That bastard just keeps moving. And I think he's going to take a shot at Tsuji here. I'm going crazy style.
Okay. I'm picking Tsuji.
And RA and Yuya. Oh, that's going to rock.
Let's go Yuya.
I was going to say an RA. So that works. I'm thinking they want to keep Yuya. The crowd's behind him. I think they want to keep him underneath. He's already been on a streak of wins, and Hanare's lost some ones that he probably shouldn't have lost, or at least on my end. Unless I'm tripping. Anyways, El Fantasmo and Jeff Cobb.
Fucking better be Cobb.
I'm going nuts. This is going to be what breaks our scale, because for some reason, the reason I picked LP to lose again is because I think he's going to fire up against Cobb.
Bold prediction.
I'm going ham over here. And I'm going to either look like an idiot or look like a smart ass. Hiroki Goto and Ren Narita.
Narita.
I agree. Main event status. Finley and Takeshita.
What was Takeshita's last match?
Hanare.
And did I say he loses to Hinara?
Yep.
I think he loses to Finley too.
I think so too. Boom. And that does it right there. So next Thursday, and I think we need to do as early as we can. So we'll play the time by ear, but I'm hoping we can do like a 7 again. Or hell, maybe we can run a 6.
Should be
we'll
able
do
to.
7. All right, y'all. It's been a pleasure. Any final thoughts, Baker?
Got a lot of fucking wrestling to watch before the next show.
I know. Oh my God. I was trying to find a middle ground, but every middle ground is fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Because we could do a Tuesday show, but that's the one day next week I close at work. So
We can do a late one.
yeah. How about this? How about we do a late one on the 4th on Sunday and cover 9 and 10 just to break that up a little bit because there's a hell of a stretch coming after this too. If we don't,
Yeah, we could probably do that.
Awesome. Perfect. All right, y'all. Well, everybody, thank you for being here. 4KT Owen, Grayson Smith, Cortland Gwen, Blatella, Cruiser Chaos, Owen, Future Coughlin. Thank y'all. And next Thursday, we will be back right here. Keep posted to the Instagram for a time. Good night, y'all. I'm going to QT.
Get it.